that interest. But there is nothing out there that isn't already there. If we are seeing that we don't have protection now, and the violence is attacking the book, or attacking God's people and the message and all that, then we tell you that we don't have that message, that we don't have that protection in the first place. So what makes you think that we are doing the right thing? If you are doing the right thing is in the right cause, it will be protected. It will have all the protection. Because if there are stories like giving us an example that we can link up to, and if there was a man called Job, and he had protection from God, and he had there is a devil, and the devil had to go to God to ask for permission to take the hedge off so that he can tackle him, he can trouble him. And that tells you that we also should have the same thing, that if the devil is coming to us, he should go and ask permission from God. Maybe he has done that, and God has taken his edge away from us, and we are being tormented by the devil for whatever it is. Now, how long has he been tormenting us? When people survive in all this and become rich, they say, oh, they think that they have been liberated from the situation. We also know that the devil also blesses people. So what if their blessing is from the devil? Because we all share the same problems together. They think they are living better, but we are still sharing certain problems together. It's just that they are in a situation where they can deal with the issues because they have the means to. And those who don't have the means to have to now tackle their life and stay in the shadows of doom and guilt all the time. But let's have that at the back of our mind and think through about what the salvation of Jesus Christ is about. Anybody who believes in salvation, if considered himself as a guilty, sinful person, also see themselves as believing that Jesus Christ has resurrected. He's up in heavens. There are those who also don't believe in the resurrection. Even in the time of Jesus Christ, there was always the debate about resurrection. And they who don't believe in the resurrection, sort of believe that sacrifices are the core thing, which is always the fact sacrifice has been done. It was what was going on at the time. The old times, and the books presented that way. But let me analyze it a little bit for you to see what I'm thinking. You don't need a psychological approach or some sort of great mental approach. Just your basic, simple common sense. Listen to my analysis here. The man died to save you because just like the process of every sacrifice that one takes for the other, you are about to die, somebody sacrificed his life and saved you. It's the same thing. You are falling apart. Somebody, tried to make some sacrifices to help you. The same thing. Now, in this case, you have been saved because you are a sinner. And the wages of sin is death. Your guilt, the jail that you have to go is meant for you to go in there whilst you wait for your death. Or you have to be put on a cross, or you have to, be laid down and your head cut off. That means you're dead. You have to die. Now he comes to stay your place and take your death for you. The death of everybody who accepts him. So I accepted him, and my death was supposed to be robbed away. But I was being convinced by the book again, through disciples and other, that you don't have to necessarily have, overcome death or walk away from the grave like he did. You have to wait. You'll be buried and wait till the time he comes back to raise you up. But your salvation is sure. As long as you have accepted him, your salvation is sure. What a jibe is that? Meanwhile, it tells you that you will experience the blessing here on earth and in heaven. And you are going to be put on the ground. Instead of something that you are not supposed to take, the punishment that you are not supposed to take, you are still going to take it. Then how on earth has he saved me then? Somebody says, you have to go to alpha courses for them to explain it to you. They are always coming up with excuses to turn the thing around, to make it more complicated and controversial. They don't make it become so straightforward understanding. Why would people struggle themselves to do that? I don't know. I don't get it. So I am so keen to share with you that, guys, are you very much awake about this story? This is the new gospel that I'm giving you. Trust me, it isn't something impractical. It's very practical. For you to think that He died. Fine. Rumor that somebody was there, it can be doubted. He definitely was a man there called Yehoshua. He did miracles. Fine. I don't have a problem with that. He did it or he didn't do it. If he does it or he didn't do it, fine. It hasn't much of an impact. The impact is the result of what we are supposed to believe that he did for me, that I'm supposed to benefit from. That is the only thing that guarantees whether he was there or he wasn't there, whether the story is true or not. If I'm still dying, if I'm still getting sick, if I believed, then he wasn't there. Even if he was there, he wasn't as powerful or great as people want to say or people want to present him. Now, where is that death that he died for me, the punishment that he took for me? If I still die, then I begin to think again. He's in heaven. He has died for me. He made his effort to die for me. But I'm told that he rose 3 days after. So I'm now in a sense of thinking about the resurrection people. How are they going to equate the resurrection with their salvation? How are they doing it? How are they continually trying to kill him again? Spiritually kill him again? Because he's not alive for you. He's alive out there somewhere, and you still are facing your problems. Why is he alive? He didn't survive because generation has been going on all this time. If there isn't people being born today, if nobody is being born today, then his death is once and for all. But people are being born every day. Generations are moving on. People are accepting the fact that he died for you. So continually he's still dead. But the resurrection says he's up in the heavens. He's taking up his throne again. And the truth is about that he even died for just 3 days. What life did he save in all that 3 days? Those who were there at that time must have a salvation. Their life will be saved. They will experience salvation. He died for them that time. Any child being born that time should be born in a very, safe and the situation where that child will not be condemned as being a sinner. That will be more realistic. And that means that after the 3rd day that he rose, whatever you are not supposed to go back to do the wrong things that you used to do that make you being condemned. But people end up doing the things that they have to do again. The very things that they are supposed to not to do. You and I, we still do the things that we are so supposed to do. That is, I find myself doing the things. You find us doing the things. You find yourself doing that things. I find myself doing that again. So here we are. Back to the same place. So I cannot comprehend, I cannot really think it in my head that there is salvation there for me. I may believe in his existence. I may believe that he saved me. I may believe whatever it is. But in a practical sense, there's no reflection of any salvation for me. I don't know about you, but think about it. Do you have any salvation? Many people don't understand it. They just fall for it and believe it. How you believe in something you don't understand, I don't know how we have to do that. But I had to believe something that I understand, because with the understanding, then makes me believe. That established my faith. Because without understanding, that is, we already know. You are better off dead. All that 3 days, if he did rise again, he definitely rose again. And nothing like that, because even the story says that why did he rise? Because he was found guiltless. Even though he had my sins on him, he was found guiltless. If he had my sins on him, then he should have been guilty. He should be guilty. He's taking my sins for me. So even if he is not guilty, he is guilty. What is he guilty of? Guilty of my sins. Yes, guilty of my wrongdoing, the sins that I committed. That is what he is guilty of. I didn't put it on him. He took it himself. He took it upon himself. The Father asked him to do it, and he says he will do it. That is the storyline. I'm not making it up. And so he took my burden on him. And so when he went to the judgment seat, okay, I did that. Anything that was I'm being accused of, he says, yes.